What is poppin', people, and welcome back to another tattoo tips video. Today's video is going to be on how to do a tattoo design. Now, I'm not going to be putting a design together in this video. Rather, what I'm going to be doing is going through some pointers on things to think about when doing your tattoo designs. So if you are here to physically see how to do a tattoo design, then this video is not going to be for you. But if you want to know some pointers on what to think about when doing a tattoo design, then this video is for you, so carry on watching. Now, a tattoo design, as we all know, starts with the basic concept, the idea of what's coming from that client's head. The thing that they want, that is generally where your idea comes from when you are a tattoo artist. Very rarely are we in a situation where we get to do what we want, or we've got thousands upon thousands of ideas, but in general, it's coming from your client. So that is the first point of call, the client, what their idea is. Now, multiple times throughout your career, the client will come in with the shoddiest idea ever. And then what you need to be doing as the tattoo artist is thinking about how you can take that shoddy idea and get creative with it. So before any tattoo designs are done, I always recommend sitting down with your client and having a one-on-one consultation, ironing out the kinks, what the client does want, what the client doesn't definitely want. You chuck your ideas forward, go back and forth, brainstorm. A consultation before any tattoo design is done is generally needed. You would just be wasting your time and the client's time by sending them designs that you think they're gonna like, but they won't. Once you've had your consultation, next you need to be assessing the area that you are going to be tattooing. Is the skin hard? Is the skin tight? Does the skin in that area have scars? Is there lots of sun damage? Is the pigmentation of their skin a lot darker than you're used to working on? Is there any blemishes? Is there any moles that could potentially go straight through a tattoo design and ruin that design? The one thing that you don't want to be doing is doing a design that's pucker for the area that you are tattooing, but is not going to be so good for the type of skin that you are working on. Which takes me on to my next point, the design itself. Make sure that when you are designing that client is more than happy with the area that they have said. All too often we get clients that suddenly want to change at the last minute. So make sure that they are super happy before you do the design. Make sure that they are confident that that's the placement area of where the tattoo is going. Once they are confident, and once you know that you are doing that tattoo in that specific area, design for that area. You do not want to be, for example, doing a design that has got a sword in it, like something long, let's say a sword, and then you put that sword on this shoulder. Your client is a big ass buff bodybuilder and he wants a Spartan, for example. He's like, I want it here and I want his sword to come straight up here. If you put that sword on that area, all that's going to happen is that sword becomes like, it goes from this to like this. Like it's horrible. It's not straight and it doesn't look good. So make sure you take into account the area that you are designing for. Otherwise, it just looks like a funhouse mirror. It's same as making sure that when you do the design that you are not wrapping that design. If you have a face, you want to be getting that face on the flattest part of the area. You do not want to be wrapping that face around that arm. Yes, in some instances, it can work and it can look good, but generally, if you have a portrait that goes on the forearm and then that wraps around the sides, it completely changes the dynamic and the shape of that portrait. And although you will do everything for that portrait to look good, and it would look good, it can still look off. Now, my final tip would be to not always use Google and Pinterest. Try using reference sites such as 500px. Is 500px still a thing? I think 500px is still a thing. Anyway, it's an app, it's a reference site. Photographers upload their actual photos to these sites, and they are not going to be found on Google and Pinterest, and it gives you something a little bit different to use. However, please, if you are going to do this, get permission from the original artist / photographer, because you don't want a Kat Von D situation on your hands. Anyway guys, that is all for today. I hope you've learned something. If you are new around here, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. There is a tattoo tips playlist for you to peruse. Do not forget to turn on bell notifications to get notified every time I upload a new video. And do not forget to like this video. Likes really do help push the videos out, which gets me more subscribers, which gets me more views, which gets me some more bloody money. But guys, I shall see you all in the next video next Sunday, 6 o'clock. Peace.